device who want to access it. For example, uh, let's say this is the statement: permit 10.1.1.1, permit host 10.1.1. So actually it means you are permitting it on your device. Okay, you can write you are permitting actually only one IP. You can also write permit host 10.1.1.0/24. So it means
Single host.
yeah, for example, and you can also permit like this. You can also permit like this. The statement will be a little bit different. Now in this case you are permitting the whole subnet, that is 10.1.
In which case?
In this case,
Second line. Okay.
yeah, in this case only one IP is permitted, and in this case all of the, that is from dot 1 to 254, all of them are being permitted, these IP. Are you getting it?
Yeah, I got. So I can put the address like this only 10.1.1.0.
We will see what the configuration is. I am just telling you the basics.
I understand.
Okay, and access list, you can make the access list. What the access list do? Similar, if you have seen a
Filter list.
yeah, actually it can be called the first it identifies, and there will be also the action. Either it can be permit, it can be denied. Okay, it can also be denied. You can permit a particular host, you can also deny that. Okay, so for example, that is similar to a situation called, for example, here is a gate of somewhere, gate of a school. Okay, let's say this is a gate of the TCS in which Swaroop works, and always you will see there is a guard standing.
Yeah. In TCS you will get airport guard, airport security.
Yeah, something like that. A guard is standing, having a good body. So actually, it will have a list.
Whom to permit, not to permit.
Yeah, exactly. Now, for example, let's say it has a list of permits 100.100.100.100. Okay, every guy will come wearing his badge.
Yeah.
So in it, the name will be written. Let's say in our case, the packet is coming and there will be source and destination written on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the source is 100.100.100.100.
Okay.
And there are also the other statement. For example, the other statement is deny 10.1.1.0, permit statement is 100.100.100.0. Okay, now
Oh.
what the guard will do?
Hmm.
Guard will check the badge of the guy who is entering into the building, into the gate, or I would say our access list. That is our the access list. So the access list will actually check the packet source.
Okay.
Okay, so it will check from the top. One rule is it checks from the top to bottom.
Okay. Top to bottom.
Yeah, top to bottom. And also the second rule is that important rule, the matching is made only one time. Now, for example, now the guard will match it. So, okay. So now this is matched.
Yeah.
And now this is matched. Now it will not match with the other entries. For example, if there would have been the entry of if there would have been the entry of deny, it will also match it because this is actually matching it. But according to the ACL rule, the entry will be matched from top to bottom and only one time. So now the entry is made, it will not be matched with any other statement. It has been done, it is being permitted. Okay. Are you getting it, Saru?
Yeah.
Entry will be matched only single time. And there is very importance of this top to bottom rule, because if you would see, if this line would have been on above of it, now what will happen? It would have been getting denied. For example, if this matching would have been there, and we want our cutting to get permit, but somebody has come and put that thing above this one permit. So now it will match into it, and as our rule says, the matching will only be done one time. And now the matching has told him to deny this packet. Now the packet will be denied. It will not be permitted. So the placement is very important in the access list. Okay. And what is the third rule? Third rule is that there is an invisible deny all. Okay. Here in the bottom of the access list, there will be this is called the implicit deny. Talking in the technical term, it is called the implicit deny. So if any packet that hasn't matched any access list statement, neither this, neither this, neither this, it means it will definitely match this, and it will get denied. Okay.
Yeah.
For example, the guide is holding a list and there isn't a name of any guy either to be matched or either to be denied. So definitely he, as a measure of precaution, it will deny them all. It will deny them. Okay. So sometime what we do, you will see we write permit all before this statement, so that uh, for example, now I would say I want to permit only 10.1.1.0. Okay. 10.1.1.0/24. I want to permit this range of IP address into the TCS. Okay. Are you getting it, Saru?
Yeah.
And then here is deny all. So only the packet having the matching of this will be permitted, and the rest will be denied by the implicit invisible deny statement. You get it? For example, a packet would come of 10.1.1.0. So it will not match to it, but it will match to this. That is an invisible implicit deny, and it will get denied. So any other packet out of this range will get denied. So it is handy when you are trying to permit less packets. Okay, if you want your 2 to 3 packets to be permitted. Now what will happen if you want to deny a single packet? For example, let's say in this case, I want to deny only this one. Okay. Now, for example, now I want to only deny this range of IP address, and rest I want to permit. Okay. Now what will happen? For example, 10.1.1. will it will be definitely, it will going to match it. Okay, and it will get denied. So this is statement. Are you getting it, Sarup? And for example, now 10.1.1.2 came. Definitely they are working, but I want only to this,
Invisible command is functioning here.
not the invisible. Actually, they are matching with this, the command that I have given them. They are matching with this, and I have given them to deny. Okay, and I have written the statement to get denied. Now what will happen? For example, now 10.1.1. will came. Now it will not match to it, and here is the deny all statement. But I want only now, because of the, it will not match to this, but it will match to this, and it will get denied. So now what will happen, because of these two statements, that is that you have written the deny statement, and there is also an invisible deny statement that will be present everywhere in the app. In the end, there is an implicit deny. So because of this statement, what will happen? Your all of your traffic will get blocked.
So it is irrespective to class. If I put here C class also, that also will might be blocked.
Yeah. So now what, for the precautionary measure, what I will do, I will write the permit any statement. With the permit any statement, for example, they will match to it. Okay. So they are not matching to it. But the second statement is this. So they will match to this and they will get permitted before the deny statement, because they will be matched once. For example, here the matching is not done. Second, they will move into this statement, the second line, top to bottom. But they are matched to this, so they get permitted. They haven't reached the implicit denial. Do you get it?
Yeah, I got.
So now let's move on to a little bit of the terminologies. What are the terminologies and what are the actual statements? So there are actually two types of access lists. One is the standard access list. Standard one. In the standard one, you can match only on the basis of, you can permit or deny. That means you can match the traffic only on the basis of source IP. Okay, and it is implemented near the destination. Now let's take a scenario. For example, here is a router, here is a router, and here is a router, and here is your switch. There is a PC. For example, let's say 10.1.1.1.1. And here is a server, and here is a also one server. Now please understand the logic. Now when it will be sending the packet, it will be sending the packet with the source of 10.01.1. Okay, and we will just match the traffic on the basis of the source IP address. Now if I put it near the source, for example, if I put the ACL here and I want to deny from 10.1.1.2 to access this server. Okay, I want to deny the 10.1.1.1 to access the server, this one. Okay, so that is my task. Now if I put it near the destination, now what I want to deny 10.1.1, so this will not able to access this particular server, and it will be able to access any other server or any other device on some other network. Okay, now what will happen if I put the ACL here? So ACL I will put here, what I will do, I will put this command deny 10.1.1.1. Okay, now the ACL will match the source, okay, and it will deny you. Definitely I will put permit any for the other host, 10.1.1.2, 10.1.1.3. Are you getting it, Sarup?
Yeah, I got it.
So now it will match to this and it will deny it here. Here it will get dropped. Here it is drawing. Neither it is going to move up into the network, neither is going to access this server, and neither it's going to access here. These are the network. If you have denied here the packet will be get denied. It will get discarded. Okay.
Yeah.
And now if I put here also if I put the ACL, that is the same statement, deny 10.1.1.1. Here also it will get denied, but it will not be able to get to this server. It has been denied to this, that is okay, but it is also not being able to get to this server. So now what exactly I will do? I will deny it here while going out from this interface. That is near to the destination. Now only this server is being denied. Now their communication is only this communication is being affected. That's what I want. Extended access list, you have to really think about where you are putting it. Either you are putting it near to the destination or near to the source. Near to the source is not recommended, and what is recommended is near to the destination. Okay. Do you get it, Sarup?
Yeah, I understood what that this